Alrighty guys, we're going back to some more Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. In the last episode, we made it back to the town just to find that Heinkel, the captain of the Sky Knights, had abducted the king and slain all the town guard. We chased him here to the Lontano village, where we made it up to the top floor and he escaped onto a ship up on the roof. And so in this episode, we're going to go fight him and hopefully get an asterisk so that way Edea, our newest party member, can finally switch off a freelancer. But before that, if you guys do like this video and this series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers by August, so it'll really help me out and it'll help make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. So, as I mentioned at the end of the last episode, it is a new day. So, all of our village upgrades should also be complete. Right here we have our special move shop complete. We have Moonbeam, Grand Strike, and Moon Shadow. As well as a new area reclaimed. 2 new areas reclaimed, because I forgot we threw it on both of them. And we received a gift from the trader. So now we have access to a couple new things. We have access to the Hill Parts shop, which are special parts I believe used for these special moves. We have a weapon shop, which is just new weapons. Accessory shop, which is new accessories. And River Parts, which again I do believe is for the special ability. So I think we'll go weapons first. Let's just do I think a 45 minutes, probably good, only throwing 2 people on that. I can get this down to 45. I can get down to 30 with 2 people. Anything else I get down? I should have done that one. I could commit to an hour. Won't be ready this episode, but it'll be ready by the next episode. Let's just commit to a 2-hour one. And with that, we also get those new special skills, so let's go check those out. We should have special skills for Tiz here, because he has the, oh, I forgot he's also S in staff, but he has the Moonbeam skill. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where those parts are going to go. But it looks like we don't actually have to equip them. Yeah, it looks like it's just automatically equipped, so I believe that's a special skill for every single weapon type now. So, let's go ahead and head on to the roof. Where am I? Okay, I'm right here. It's like, I don't know why I looked for it. I just have to move once, and it'll zoom in on my character. But it's off to the Sky Fortress? Skyship?
Uncle, this is your answer? And still you'd call yourself a knight? As daughter to a true knight, I know their pride is staked upon fair and honorable combat. Release your hostage! Then stand and face us! No more running, coward!
Ah! You invoke your father after betraying him?
He's headed for the airship!
That makes no sense. Why should he flee? His aim is the Vestal, not the king.
He's baiting us?
Still, we have to give chase. We'll lose him and the ship. Well, I'm game to brave a trap.
I'm following you.
Agnès, let's go!
Right.
Ah, good. You came. You're a bold lot, if not a smart one. This ship is a prison you entered willingly. Nowhere to run now, save down. Quickly! Really, I must thank you for taking the bait so eagerly. It's earned you a lavish cruise through the clouds, Vestal. And for your friends, a career as ballast.
You're a prisoner here, same as us! No more tricks, Heinkel!
A knight without chivalry is a common bully. I'll see you stripped of that title here and now.
You wouldn't test your elders, girl. I thought to bring you home in chains, but no. All but the Vestal will end here as dew upon my blade. You'll die with the rest, traitor!
Tiz really said, we're not trapped here with you, you're trapped here with us. Let's go ahead and default with them. I think I just need to start with a Brave on the Sky Archers. Or not a Brave, but a... Actually, I do need a Brave once. Let's go ahead and Thunder all foes twice. And then let's just go ahead and default here. I think that Thundering will get rid of the weaker ones. Good, that's what I was hoping for. And then with you, let's go ahead and just... I'll hold off. It's a boss fight, so let's go ahead and default with everybody else first. It sucks because now he's going to be slightly off rotation. We'll be fine. Let's go one more before I heal. Okay, now we can go all out. Let's go ahead and miscellany, examine Heinkel first. What kind of arts are we looking at? We should probably invigorate. And then... let's just do 2 attacks after that in case invigorate doesn't work. With you, I actually don't need to go... oh, whoops. Don't need to go too crazy with you. Let's just have you use a cure on Ringabel. Ringabel, we're going to have you default. And Edea, it's very unfortunate for you. I honestly should just examine with Edea. I'll just go ahead and do attacks. It's fine. 2400. Weak to lightning, though. Please work. Yes, it did. Ooh, he is not doing much at all. Yeah, I know he's got that physical defense up right now. Woo. So I really need to use some lightning skills here. Thunder, 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 thunder. Let's go ahead and default with Ringabel, default with Edea. See how much she can do by herself. She's not the strongest. 137, 150, 137. Okay, so about 137 on average. Or attack the one person. We're going to do the same with you. Let's go ahead and just thunder him. See how much this does. Again, early game especially, the magic skills are just insane. It's 116. How are you doing less, man? You're supposed to be doing more. How are we looking on your health, Heinkel? Yeah, you're already half defeated. This is just insane. You just see how powerful the magic users are in this game. Go ahead and... honestly, let's just invigorate. And then I think I'm just going to strong strike every time here. Because we're just not doing a ton of damage right now. Same with you. Unfortunately, we just have to do normal attacks. I could heal with you. Okay, physical attack went off. Good, strong strike first. Okay, hit again. There we go. That's the damage we're looking for. Ooh, he's not looking good. Okay, Tiz. I'm gonna get you up here, man. I don't even think I actually need to. I think I can just thunder. Because he has to go through a full turn now, right? So, if I just go all out, I win. I'd like to at least use one heal. Is she going to be able to go first? No, but he's going to drop right here. Not a too terribly difficult fight, but we also have leveled up our mages quite a bit. That is a new level for Tiz, level 11. A level 10 for Edea as well, so she's slowly getting caught up. You won't really notice till we get super deep. And unfortunately, just got Freelancer to level 3 right whenever we're going to switch her. You got the Knight asterisk. A well-rounded warrior with excellent offense and defense. High physical defense, favors swords, shields, and armor. Has a specialty skill for Protect Ally, and a job command of Chivalry. For the stat affinities, very, very high vitality, and that's about it. Everything else is kind of mediocre. Your HP, strength, and mid, or mind are mediocre, but lets you have a little bit more of a defensive stance, whereas your MP, int, dex, and agility are awful. They favor swords and shields. However, their helms, armor, axes, and spears are all A's as well, so can really use any sort of weapon they want to.
What's happening?
The airship! We're losing altitude! Edea, hurry! Take the wheel! Me? I can't drive this thing!
What? You're a Sky Knight, aren't you?
Only Heinkel and the other officers knew how to pilot the ship.
Edea, might I ask you something? What is the name of this vessel?
What? Who cares about that? And how are you so calm?
The Echelon, galleon-class airship, am I correct?
Yes, but how? Is that in your book too?
Indeed it is. Let me have a go at steering.
But you have no memory. When would you have...
Ah, so this goes here, that gets turned like so, then we just...
Wait, is he? We're steadying out!
Of course we are. I'm a crack pilot, apparently. Now find something to hold on to!
Is it a controlled crash? Or is he actually flying it? Okay, controlled landing. And it really just spits us back out, huh? I'm assuming this is probably just going over the new class we just got, but let's go ahead and check it out. Edea needs a job anyways. She's been a freelancer for way too long. So we'll go ahead and look at the night job. This is basically your tank of the group. If you didn't realize it, the starting jobs are very, very straightforward. You have damage, heal, magical damage, defense. As you get further in the game, you become less straightforward, where you might have someone that's really tanky, but maybe they also can cast spells, or someone who can physically attack, but also has some decent spells. Just right off the bat, it gives you very, very basic things to use. We'll go ahead and equip Edea with the best thing she can use. Ooh, I don't want to give her... I want to remove this Isi no Kami. Do I really have no swords? Okay, I have a spear, so I guess I'll throw that on. And then I want to give her a shield as well. I don't have a shield I can give her right now, huh? Let's take it off you. Let's give her the shield. I'm sure we'll get better things a little bit later, but for now I want to give her the best things we can. And then let's check out her abilities. Whoops, I keep double-clicking there. First off, I think we'll probably keep white magic on her just to give her a little bit more of a healing ability. Giving her freelancer isn't bad either, but I think just having Tiz as our only freelancer right now is not a bad option either. I don't think we have... I could Divining Rod here, but it doesn't really matter right now. But we can check out some of these abilities. Stomp, you deal damage 1.25 times that of conventional attack. However, your physical defense and magic defense will decrease by 25% for 2 turns. So basically, you deal more damage, but take more damage after that. None of the other ones really matter, but starting at the beginning of your turn, you raise your physical defense to the maximum level for the entire turn. You can see very, very much a defensive unit. Then you have Protect Ally. Allows you to protect allies whose HP is critically low by taking damage on their behalf. So when a ally gets to critical, Edea will just jump in front of attacks sometimes and take them for the whole team. Very, very solid 4 starting jobs. I think they are pretty much the same in the second game as well. They might not be the exact same 4, but they feel very similar at least. It has been a long time since I've played the original games, or the second game. Here we get 2 more townspeople. I wish I would have got that just a little bit sooner. Let's see, is it even worth it throwing this on? Yeah, my population increased by 2. Yeah. Did I even get anything worth it right now? It's a 40, that's a hour 15, 2:45. I get that down to an hour. So I got an hour 45 on this one. What was the other one I get down to like an hour 15? Sure, we'll throw them on the trader. Basically, next episode we'll be able to get all of our people back, so Not too worried about it. Let's see if we have anything new in stock. I don't think so, and it's actually not really worth buying anything right now, assuming we're about to go to the next town, which should have better gear. Like, I don't even know if I want to buy shields or anything. Like, would this broadsword benefit her? No, the spear's just better. So I think we're going to hold off till we get to the next town where there should be better gear. And for now, let's head up to the king.
The kingdom of Kaldisla owes you all a vast debt. I thank you from my heart of hearts. You, more than anyone, 'tis. A nightmare was visited upon you and your home, and still you rose up to defend ours. I'm certain your feats have earned Owen a peaceful rest. If you are willing, I would gladly see you take up his sword. Will you continue to keep this land safe, son?
You honor me, Your Highness, but I cannot accept. I've promised Agnès that I'll join her on her journey.
Kaldisla shall be poorer for losing you. Know that you will ever have a home here. The Eternian airship is yours to use as you will. Take it with my blessing. There's not a man in the kingdom able to pilot it anyway. I leave the matter of that horrible chasm to you. I have faith you'll see it unmade. May the crystals keep you in your journey.
So we finished everything in the Kingdom of Kaldisla. Now, normally I would wrap things up, but we still have a lot more we can do. I want to start by looking at our new quests we just got. Tutorial quests. Page through Dee's journal. We have done. We've paged through everything in Dee's. Oh, that was something else entirely. Sure, it just wants us to go to... I think that was weapons in both hands, yeah. Heal the undead. Undead monsters can be hurt with healing magic. The time you're walking outside Kaldisla at night and run into a pack of zombies, give it a try. Those multi-target magic. You can target everybody. We've already gone through all this, but I will go do all those just to get the progression done. We'll flip through the journal real quick just because I need to get rid of these anyways. You can see we've actually updated some of the pages for our characters. Herina region, I believe, is where we're going to next, if I had to guess. Did I get a new accessory? Gauntlets. Yes, we got it for defeating the Heinkel there. And then job descriptions, we now have the Knight. I do want to quickly, while we're just in here, I was actually going to show this off a second ago, I want to look at some of these terms. The crystals, as you can probably guess, they're huge crystals that are basically treated like gods. They're worshipped by sacred entities. There are 4 crystals in all: fire, water, wind, and earth. If you've played any sort of like... Honestly, so many RPGs use this crystal system where you have to like bring peace to the crystals. However, the thing I wanted to... And the crystal orthodoxy is basically like the church that worships the crystals. The thing I wanted to focus on, though, is Vestals here. Those who bear the name Oblige serve the crystals, offering prayers and recounting their blessings to the faithful. So to be brides to the crystal, they dedicate their lives to them. The Orthodoxy seeks out candidates at a young age, and those seen as having the requisite qualities are brought to the temple to be raised as Vestalings. The current Vestals initially entered their respective temples as Vestalings. Upon the death of a Vestal, a new Vestal is selected from among them. Each temple also has dozens of acolytes who care for the daily needs of the Vestals and offer their prayers to the crystals. So, basically, they are, like the head priests, almost. Or, like, I think in most games, they're like the priestesses of those crystals. It would be almost like, it's a weird comparison, but almost like the Princess Zelda of crystals. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to head outside. We do need to just go ahead and move on to the next town, but I do want to go fight that pack of zombies quick before we leave, because there are enemies that you cannot find in other places, and I actually don't know if we will be able to fight zombies later. So let me actually turn this down to 50%, and see if we can get into get the time to pass. That's what we're looking for right now. just gonna keep running down and back. I turned that 50% off just so we don't encounter a ton of things, but I might actually need to turn it back on. So we'll show off the multi-target real quick. Again, we have done this before, but we can just default. What are these guys weak to again? Fire. Yeah, we'll go ahead and black magic, fire all. Default, default. There's one. And now I'm just going to run around till we pass the time tonight, and I will be right back. Absolutely insane that it already became nighttime. I was running around, and the second I stopped running around and just stood still, it became nighttime like immediately. Let's turn auto battle off as well, and let's see if we can get those zombies to spawn. I have 200% encounter rate. Interesting. I'm really glad I did this then, because there are enemies we didn't see yet. Go ahead and examine this great bat. We'll go ahead and default just so I can guarantee I get the exam in here. Weak to wind and light. Aerial. And then just attack normally. Crazy that the mages still can't kill the regular bats. Okay, let's just keep running around, hoping we get some zombies. I will get ready just in case I need to go up to that top right. Okay, there's a zombie right there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and examine the zombie. We'll go ahead and have everyone else default. And then this works very similar to a lot of other RPGs. You can see there they're weak to fire and holy. However, undead specifically, if I default, and then I don't even need a brave here. Let's just go ahead and white magic. Let's cast a cure on, you go down to foe list and hit zombie. I can just default with everyone else. It will do damage to the enemy. Specifically has to be undead, but that does work. I think we'll also go ahead and get into one more fight real quick, see if we can get a zombie. I believe, can I use an item on the enemy as well? I believe a potion, because it also heals, will do the same thing, 150 damage. And I also believe a Phoenix Down is a guaranteed kill on the undead. It is in other games, don't know if it would be here, but did just want to show that off. Go ahead and switch that back to 100%. It's also becoming daytime, but we did get all of our quests completed here. So heal the undead. Oh, I need to go to weapons. What? Does it have to be cure? Yeah, look for its setting in the map menu. I've done that. So let's go ahead. Swap the encounter rate to 200. Go ahead and go to... What did it want me to look at? Weapons, right? We'll look at the undead real quick. Items, weapons, swords. I don't even have the broadsword because I never bought it. Don't have an axe. I have a regular spear, though. Does that satisfy the condition for both those quests? It wants me to go to daggers. I should have read it. I should have read it. Encyclopedia, items, weapons, daggers. Look at that. I'm looking at them. I'm reading them. I'm reading through dagger and mage matcher. Oh, it actually didn't work. Is this broken? Let me see if I can figure this out. Okay, I just went back to it and read the daggers really, really slowly, and I guess it worked. Now let's do this multi-magic, multi-heal. It just wants me to cast Cure on everybody. Go ahead and default. White magic, Cure on all allies. Default, default. And then attack, 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 attack. Did that satisfy that one? Yes, that is the next tutorial completed, which means I believe that's all tutorial quests up to this point completed. Great. Just want to do that real quick. We'll switch this back to 100%, and it's time to go board our ship. Let's see if anybody can drive it.
Seems I've found a reason to come along. Now, my ladies, all you need do is simply speak the word, and I shall whisk you off to the very ends of existence.
And you're really sure that wasn't just a fluke before?
Rest assured, my dear, I never fail to properly escort a lady.
Agnès, will you tell us why they were chasing you?
The Sky Knights are a branch of the Eternian forces. The Duchy of Eternia has put forth an agenda of anti-crystalism.
Anti-crystalism?
A new way of thinking, based upon the idea of a society no longer dependent upon the crystals. It brands the crystal orthodoxy as a heretic faith, and the Vestals its minions. It was the philosophy I was raised upon. When the chasm appeared, every one of the Eternian forces was given the order to capture the Vestals. They said the Vestals and the crystals they tend were the sinkhole's cause.
That's not possible! Agnès has been fighting this whole time to fix what happened to Narende.
I know. I'm sorry. You've nothing to apologize for.
All of this paints the Duchy in a suspicious light, don't you think? Perhaps they know more of the chasm's true cause than they let on.
I cannot imagine we've seen the last of them. If any of you wish to go, do it now. I'll not blame you.
I'm staying with you. I just told the king as much.
I'm in as well. I need to see for myself whether my people are right or wrong.
And playing escort is my job. I'll not cede it to anyone.
If none of you will listen to reason... This is so exciting, Agnès! You're finally headed back to the Wind Crystal side! Yes, to Anshine, the land of sand and time, and to the Temple of Wind.
Anshine, the land of sand and time? What's it like there?
Like an oasis in a vast desert beyond the sea. We make southeast of here.
The Escalot, by sea or air. Press A to switch between sailing and flying. That said, you probably want to steer clear of the oceans in their rotted state. When sailing, a port or sandy shore is needed to dock. It's inconvenient, but that's life, I'm afraid. So, you can fly around very early in this game. Usually in games, it takes a long time to fly. So on yes, refresh my memory. Amnesia joke, by the way. Which way to Anaheim? Yes, it's southeast. So will this course serve, or... southeast, please. My dear, I'm afraid I've no recollection to go by. I need reliable directions, or... What should I do? The innkeep said southeast and nothing more. I think I see what happened. Ringabel, she means it's southeast of Caldisla, specifically. Aye, aye. Oh, and yes, just what sort of place is Anshine? It's covered in a vast desert, and hot, as though it were always midsummer. Wow, that sounds like the complete opposite of where I was born. Huh, I guess there's all sorts of places out there. This your first time leaving Caldisla then, Tiz? It is. What about you, Edea? Me? I was a former Sky Knight. I've flown all over the world. Where have you seen? Oh, lots of places. Eternia, Caldisla. You're barely any better than me. The world is vast, my friends. There are countries of perpetual summer, others of winter. Verdant lands rich in water, entire kingdoms built on volcanoes, nations hidden in forests. That sounds amazing. Or so I'd imagine. I have no memory, remember? What? You're just guessing? Haha. The world is vast. Keep it that vague and you're sure to be right. You are sure to be right. Got one more party chat. Income's gourmand. Is anyone else hungry? Agnès, what sort of food is Income known for? Oh, I'm afraid I so rarely left the temple, I couldn't say. When I passed through on my way to Caldisla, it was as a fugitive. Well, just tell us about what you have eaten, then. I seem to recall a great deal of Ankum's cuisine being spicy. One bite, and I felt as though I was spewing flames. I broke into a full-body sweat. That sounds pretty intense. Leave it to a desert people to develop a taste for searing heat. I'm sure their women are no less fiery and... Oh, what about sweets? Any cakes and things? I'd nearly forgotten. I had the most curious delicacy in the port of the Inner Sea. Yes, yes. It was ice cream that stretched. Huh? Stretchy ice cream? That sounds so weird. I can't wait. Get ready, weird stretchy ice cream. Edea's coming for you, full speed ahead. Temperament. Fiery and temperament. Isn't that just matcha ice cream? Or mochi ice cream, I mean? Looks like we have an update from our village. Special move parts available. Beast slaying, cure poison, and poison resistance up. What else could I get? I got 2 people. That'll get me down to an hour. Get me to an hour 15. What was the other? Oh, I already have it. Yeah, that one's the 99, 48, 5. I really need to do this special move shop, but we'll probably just throw it on. Throw it on river parts. Hour 15. Yeah, that gets it in line with the other ones I have set up right now. And so, now we just take off. I believe you can get a full view of your map right here. That shows the entire continent. There are tons of places to go. You have all down here to the southwest. You have up to the north and to the east. There are quite a few places to view, but again, you can't land anywhere unless it's a sandy shore like this, and odds are you're not strong enough to fight any of these anyways, so I would suggest, at least for now, just sticking to the main location. You can also see if you want a big version of the map just like that. Get my mini-map pulled back up. And we're just going to head east to Ankum. See if we can find a landing dock. It's a cave down here. Okay, I could land here at this beach. Or there's the port. Probably should just land at the port, huh? What? Could I just land? Oh, I can't land at the lakes. So you have to land at a port. I see. We have finally entered Chapter 1. Sit and Stay are tricks for dogs.
We've arrived in Ansheim. Still no wind.
Are these desert places normally supposed to be windy?
When they're the site of the wind crystal they are, this stillness shouldn't be possible.
The wind carried all manner of blessings to this land in days past. It was the kingdom's lifeblood.
I see. All the more reason to hurry then. Which way to the temple?
From here, we need only head... we ought to make for... which way is it?
Ignore anything she says. Agnès raises getting lost to an art form.
I'm impressed you made it to Kaldisla.
Just a moment. My journal details much of Ansheim's topography. A clockwork metropolis, nestled in Harina's sandy bosom. Here, time, above all, is sacred. A massive timepiece crowns the kingdom, fueled as all of Ansheim by the ceaseless currents originating from the Temple of Wind to the south.
Quite thorough, isn't it? Sounds as if you've been here before. Perhaps that book of yours is a travel diary?
I do seem possessed of a certain wanderlust. The normal sort as well. Ooh, perhaps I'll find a train of ex-lovers here among the sands.
Let's be off. We make south.
All present, Lord Marshal. Save the usual tune.
Wanted to pause this real quick. That Shadow Knight right there, isn't that D? Isn't that who we saw in the journal? Same with the big knight right there on the left. I'm pretty sure we saw both of them in the journal.
No matter. Let's begin.
I trust word has reached you from Kaldisla. The Knights of the Eternian Sky have fallen to the Vestal.
I'd not thought the girl so bloodthirsty as all that.
It appears she surrounded herself with capable guards. What's more, it pains me to say it, but Edea's whereabouts have been lost amid the chaos.
That is no concern of yours. Do not confuse personal matters with your assigned task, Alternus.
My apologies, Lord Marshal.
Not only did the Sky Knights fail, they've given the Vestal wings. Why they didn't simply kill the child, I'll never know.
Keenly insightful as ever, Victoria. Yet I fear we've need of the Vestal alive.
Have we, Victor? Bah, no matter then. If she fled by air, it's a simple matter to track her. She makes for Anshine by necessity.
And to the Temple of Wind. Anshine does face upon the Floorshine Sea.
Of course. Most of the world's seas have gone putrid, but the inner sea remains navigable. That would offer the airship a berth. But what does she aim to do there? Why return to the crystal now? It smells of some sinister plot.
Anshine is the province of the Cammer and Profiteur merchantry. What say you, Lord Marshal?
We haven't the leisure of chasing the Vestal across the globe and back. We need her in custody now. Tell the merchantry to employ any means they must.
What are sets? Ever feel like it's a pain to redo your whole party setup before a boss when you're leveling other jobs? Then let sets do all the hard work. Save all your current jobs, abilities, and equipment as a set so you can reset them back with a single button. Register up to 10 of your favorite sets from the menu. Save specialized elemental sets to tackle particular bosses, or create an equipment set just for racking up XP in your downtime. Personalize your sets in whatever way works best. Can I do that? No, I can't do it from here, but we did get some new things here. We completed a achievement. We get 3 Phoenix Downs for making it to the first chapter. Don't think we have any new tutorial quests. We can go look at the sets real quick. That was the start menu. So if we come here to set, you actually can save your current settings. So you can see if I wanted to, say, swap all my characters to different jobs just to level them up in my free time, I could just quickly switch between the two without having to manually do all that. I probably won't use this much. I'll probably have a set that I'm leveling, maybe in my free time, while I also have a set that I'm using for, you know, the main game. But as of now, I haven't seen a reason to really grind. I will say, just because it introduced this now, I wasn't going to do it just yet. You can see here, White Mage is really your #1 healer. I mean, they just have the best healing spells. However, to get Hiraga there, the best healing spell, or even to get Arise, you have to be... What level is that? You have to be a level 13 White Mage. By the time we probably hit level 5 or 6, we're probably going to be switching her to a new job. And unfortunately, unless you go back, you won't level those jobs up. So there's a little bit of grinding in this game just to level up those jobs, just to make sure you can actually, you know, keep up with it and get new abilities and new spells for them. So won't worry about it too much, and I won't show too much of the grinding on camera. However, I will explain when I do need to go grind. So with all that out of the way, we can go ahead and run on down south. I do like when we meet the characters like that, because those are most likely going to be our bosses for this chapter, which means we're probably going to get the jobs from them.
By any means necessary. Seems the Council of Six is growing desperate.
Those were their words. I've relayed them to you. My contract states I'm to receive payment for my troubles from you.
Then your contract is mistaken. I've heard nothing of the sort. Bah, fine. You'll have your fee. But I am taking a small discount. Only fair as a regular customer, eh?
If you must.
Still, this Vestal is quite the little monster, no? To have this Sky Knight so undone. If the margin is high enough, I would tackle a behemoth bare-handed. But until I see a profit, I'll not move an inch. Business is business, yes?
Okay, businessman. Go ahead and look at our new party chat. Ancient. Or how's it Anchum? Land of Santa time? Never expected to find such a clockwork wonder in the middle of a desert. Yeah, it's great, but this heat, I feel gross. The heat was always allayed by a steady breeze, but now the wind is stopped, the air stagnant. What about the water? Is that contraption drawing up drinking water? I believe so. I recall hearing it was quite costly last I was here. Well, it is an impressive machine. Wait, you mean the water? Indeed. I was surprised to learn water came free in Kaldisla. I had always known it as something to be bought, so you can imagine my delight. More importantly, Agnès, what of the women here? Are they beautiful, passionate, devoted? Where would you suggest for a date spot? I'll need a list of good restaurants if you please. Unacceptable. So what we're going to do is I'll actually come in here to the inn and we'll rest real quick. I'm assuming the only inn you could probably go inside was actually the inn back in the first town, just because it was important for the story. Got a new party chat here. The Cogs of Anchum. Just woke up and already that tired, tis. It's a city. You notice how there are always gears turning someplace close? Sure, the sound is deafening at times. Little wonder this place is known for its grand clock. The noise is bad, but the vibration is worse. I can't get to sleep with that hum. I'm surprised you're so high-strung. Surprised? I'm jealous of your ability to pass out anytime, anywhere, Edea. Do you need a bit more rest, Tiz? Oh no, I'll be fine. Let's get going. I probably do need a little bit more rest. I gotta remember we also are on the lookout for the items, because every town does have hidden items. Let's just quickly run on like the front and back areas. We'll check out the item shop real quick. Yeah, just the usual stuff, nothing new yet. It really feels like there should be a secret item right there. Okay, a weapon shop. This is exactly what I'm looking for right now. Let's go ahead and take a look. So we'll pick up this longsword because we need something new for Edea. There you go. Swap it out for the spear. Looks like Iron Knuckles we already have, so we'll go ahead and give the Oaken Pole. We'll do the Oaken Pole to Agnès. We'll do the Mace. It actually decreases his magic attack, so I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to keep it as his current one. Don't really care for this Kukri, not yet at least. Round Shield. I for sure want to give one to Edea. And then I think I'm running out of money quick. Let's go ahead and give one to Edea and Iron Helm here. I'll buy the iron armor for Edea. You can see we're already out of money. It's insane how quick that goes. I honestly probably should pick up this round shield for Agnès. That is all the money I got. So let's go ahead and sell some things while we're here. Sell the spear. We can sell both spears, actually. The staff. The dagger. We'll hold on to the Mage Masher and the Issei no Kami. I shouldn't have bought that shield. I should have just gave her the buckler, but we'll go ahead and sell that. Sell the leather armor. I don't know what gauntlets do, but I'm not going to sell that. It's really all I can sell. I don't think I have enough to really buy much else. We'll definitely be back here to buy some better armor later. Let me see what gauntlets do. physical defense. Okay. Okay, they're just better than the bronze gauntlets. Got it. Great. And I guess we'll just quickly swing up here and check out the magic shop as well. There's our first item, an ether. I can't use any of these spells just yet. I think actually I can't even use arrow. It's definitely worth grabbing arrow now just because that's our only wind spell at this point. Oh no, she could use it. I need 200. Can I sell anything to get 200 gold right now? I can sell the AC no Kami. I can sell 1 ether. I'm gonna do it. I think it's worth it. Just to be able to grab arrow. I mean, all these are really solid spells. Specifically Poison, Shell, Protect, and Arrow. Silence and Sleep, they're fine. This is kind of a spoiler for what one of our next magic classes is going to be. I believe it's a Time Wizard. However, I'll pick up Arrow just to give Agnès a magical spell that she can actually use. That way she can deal our wind damage that we need. Nothing at the clock, really? I would have thought at least something there.
Silence, one and all! Your king, Camo the Eighth, speaks!
My people, I thank you for your tireless efforts. As you are well aware, our glorious nation's production has suffered a harsh fall since the wind's cessation brought the Grand Mill to a halt. Without nature's former bounty, our turbines went completely still. They sit as silent as the desert night. In the wake of this crisis, you rose up and took matters literally in hand, operating the turbines manually. I, your king, lack words to thank you for your hard work. However, I am much aggrieved to say that energy production is less than 1/5 its former total. At this rate, our proud kingdom, renowned for its unparalleled industry, is doomed to ineluctable decline. I find myself without recourse but to revisit my prior fiat regarding the schedule of all able-bodied citizens. Henceforth, labor shall commence at 0900 hours and will extend beyond the current 1659 until 2059, effective immediately.
What? We're flesh and blood. We need rest.
In so doing, turbine output is expected to rise to 30% of its former value before the wind ceased output of...
Your Majesty! Your Majesty! Grave news!
What? The Vestal? Be calm, my children. I know your pain all too well. My heart bleeds just as yours. But I ask that you join me in remembering the cause of our woes. The Crystal Orthodoxy and the Vestal's indolence. Therein lies the true cause of the wind's absence. And what has the Great Vestal done since the air went still? What did she do in the face of your suffering? She abandoned you, fled the country to save herself alone. In this, Ansheim's first and direst hour of need, the Vestal we loved and trusted is powerless or unwilling to help. Though it pains me deeply to tell you of these things, I cannot deny this simple truth.
What resolution can be brought about to this terrible crisis? The Crystal Orthodoxy is naught but a hollow creed. What result have years of worship at the altar of the Crystal brought us? Once more I say it. It is by our own hands that we shall push this glorious kingdom ever forward. Onward to still greater glory.
There. Just now, that leer. That was aimed at us.
Seems that little speech was for your benefit, Agnès.
It's slander is what it is. That creep's giving you no chance at all to defend yourself.
Agnès.
Got a party chat. Agnès' angst. You seem on edge during that whole speech. You don't have to bottle it all in. I'm no expert, but I'm happy to listen. I cannot deny that the people of Ansheim are dissatisfied with my work as Vestal. I have no intention of making excuses. But you didn't run away either, right? The king asked me directly. He said that terrible things were happening in Kaldisla and asked that I investigate. Yet now he paints an entirely different picture. I cannot understand his need to lie. Does he bear me some grudge? Have I done him some slight? Do you regret listening to him in the first place? No, I do not regret my time in Kaldisla. Seeing that chasm firsthand showed me precisely what it is I must do. And you met Tiz there too! That's... Ari, that's hardly... I'm glad you came and saw the chasm too. You've shown me a path forward. Blessed is the person who is needed by someone else. What's this? Are we talking about... Nothing. It's nothing. Then why are you hiding it? Come on, don't leave me out. I want to know. Unacceptable. To me and to Tiz. Right, Tiz? Yes, ma'am. Looks like the king is not a very great guy. Let's go ahead and quickly search this town. I want to make sure we... Oh. I thought I just saw it. Okay, I guess I just saw speak twice then. Yeah, you definitely look sketchy. Can I enter this house?
Agnès oblige, Vestal of Wind. His Majesty bids you come.
I think it just forced me into the palace, actually. Okay.
I see you've returned, Vestal. Why then did you not come to me for an audience immediately? I was dreadfully worried, you know. I'd begun to think you'd fallen victim to some terrible accident. So, what of the Kaldislan chasm?
I fear it was worse even than your Majesty had imagined.
So tell me, was it worse than the state of your own nation? Are you even aware of the situation here?
The wind remains still.
And the Grand Mill be calmed. I'm pleased to see you're not totally ignorant. The turbines that form the heart of this kingdom, the greatest symbols of her wisdom, now turn my hand. The hands of our citizens, compulsory labor service. Our survival hinges now upon their sacrifice. And even that will not last forever. We need that mill turning again soon. Not by our citizens' hands, but by the wind. And whose job is it to see that the wind blows, if not the Vestal's? I can think of no other value you provide, save that. Anyway, will you now end the suffering your negligence has caused to this land, to its people? Or is that beyond your abilities? Perhaps you would sooner run again, turn away from the plight of your people.
If that is all His Majesty wished to say, I'll be on my way. I haven't the time to waste here.
What? I'll not be spoken to like this! Just whose fault do you think this mess is, girl?
That could have gone better. Not that I blame you for getting mad.
Mad? I felt no anger, only fear. The king frightens me.
His tone was far from pleasant, but he didn't seem dangerous.
The people who had come to hear him speak frightened me the same. Everyone in this city, they see me only as the Vestal, not a human being. I don't know how to speak to them. Just thinking on it sets my legs to trembling.
That explains the tense look you've worn since we've landed here.
Personally, I felt amazing after that little conversation. Did you see his face? It was purple. I nearly laughed out loud.
I tuned him out about halfway through his speech myself. I never did have much attention span for listening to men go on. Now women.
In any case, we'd best hurry to the temple. It's all that I can do.
Sub-scenarios. Blue marks upon the map. Notice a blue mark on your map? Head there to advance a sub-scenario. Sub-scenarios are your chance to see another side of the asterisk bearers, follow their stories and lay claim to their asterisks to earn powerful new jobs. So yes, sub-scenarios are basically side quests in this game. We have one more party chat we're going to view real quick. What's this temple? So what is this temple like exactly? I have no idea what to expect. It is a holy place that has been a center of worship for millennia. To each crystal is wed a Vestal, who spends her lifetime in steady prayer. Vestalings, girls chosen as successors to the Vestals, go to live in the temples. They leave its premises only very rarely. And so, to a Vestal, the temple is also a home. A flower garden with no boys allowed. Be quiet, Ringabel. So you were inside the temple ever since you became a Vestaling? It was quite rare to leave, save for a few public rites each year. Does that mean you were all alone? Wasn't that hard? I was not alone, no. The Mother Vestal, my predecessor, raised me to serve in her place. And then there were the Acolytes. They would go into town and purchase all we needed. But you left for this journey. I guess that's proof it's important. No. Even so, I had never intended to leave the temple. Never intended any of this. Well, unfortunately, Agnès, that's exactly what happened. And so, guys, I think this is a good place to wind things down. In the next episode, we're going to pursue our very first sub-scenario and see where it takes us. However, that will all wait for the next one. I will see you guys then.